TechSpertiseTv. Today we're going to do a little bit of reconnaissance, and we're going to do that with a strategy called Wardriving. Basically what that is where you drive around and you use your phone or your laptop and you record wireless networks around you, and it maps it to GPS locations, and it also records the encryption and signal strength. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so all you need, you could just use your phone. You don't have to use a laptop with a GPS device that costs like 60 or 30 bucks. No, there's an app called Wiggle Wi-Fi, and there's another app called G-mon, or you can use it's built into Net Hunter if you have it running on your phone. I have the OnePlus 3T, but I'm gonna just use Wiggle Wi-Fi and G-mon. I use them both at the same time just so I could get the same data. Sometimes one messes up in certain areas where one doesn't catch a Wi-Fi, the other one does. So I use both of them at the same time. It's a very smart thing to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run them, and then at the end I'm gonna show you how much networks I got. So let's get into it. Okay, so what we're doing right now, well, what I'm doing right now is I'm driving around collecting all the networks. We're gonna, at the end of the day, we're gonna tally up and see how many WEP and how many unencrypted open networks we have in my neighborhood. We're also gonna go outside the neighborhood and go to other places, and we're gonna see how many there are at the end of the day. Now, this is what it's like when you're doing this. You could use this for, let's say, you know where someone lives, you know their house or whatever, but you don't want to be suspicious and stop in front of their house. What you could do is pull out Wiggle Wi-Fi or G-mon, or you can use Wardrive inside Net Hunter or any other stuff like that, Kali Linux. Drive through your neighborhood, drive through their neighborhood if you want, and then when you get home, save the file KMV, and then put it on your maps. You could use Google Earth, or you could also use Google Maps later on, and then when you open it up, it will tell you what encryption they use, WP, WPA, the signal strength, so it will actually tell you where it's at, and then from there you could brute force it. Now that's the purpose of it, is instead of you walking around on your phone all day or your laptop refreshing the networks to see where they're at. Now you may remember, okay, there's this open network here at this corner in your neighborhood, but you're not going to remember every single thing everywhere, or it's not going to show the signal strength. You're not going to remember all that, nor is it going to show its encryption type. So that's another benefit of using these apps and stuff like that. So you can always come back to it at another time, save it for information. Let's say if you're profiling someone or something like that. That's what attacker or even government agencies would do for any other thing. That's more or less what Google Earth and Google Maps does. When you're using maps offline, they could with your phone. That's why they have the Wi-Fi on. They could track you down where you're at by all the other Wi-Fi networks in the area, because it remembers where they are. Just like we're doing, they basically Wardrive at the same time while they're taking pictures. And when you're using your offline maps and you come by, let's say, Starbucks Wi-Fi inside of Texas, it's gonna know you're there as you're moving along. It's picking up all the other beacons and MAC addresses, and it reads that, and it maps to where you're at. It may or may not be boring, but this is what it's like when you're doing real pen testing. Okay, so here on my device, I'm going to show you all how I use G-mon and Wiggle Wi-Fi for Wardriving. And I'm going to make a separate video on actually how to use them, but I'm going to show you how I use them briefly in this video. The reason why I use two, not just one, is because I like how Wiggle Wi-Fi gives you a lot more information. It basically tells you everything you need to know about a wireless access point. But I like the simplicity and the way they actually do lay out it on G-mon. Another reason why I use both of them at the same time is because when you actually save it and put it inside of Google Earth or Google Maps, they give you information differently, though they do give you the same thing. And I do like that. And a third reason is if one app misses one Wi-Fi network at one position, the other one more than likely would get that. So stay tuned for the next part when I'm going to show you guys how to put it inside of Google Earth. Okay, so all I did was I plugged up my phone and I clicked on the file of the Wardrive file, and all you have to do is just click on one of the dots and it'll tell you the encryption and where it's at. So here you see it tells you the name, it's the SSID, MAC address, the encryption they use, what channel, the signal strength from where you are to the router and where you took it. So let's zoom in and let's check out some that we got here. Now when you first open it, you might notice that your computer might go slow. It's because Google Earth has a lot of filters on. You might want to edit that on the side over here and turn off a lot of the stuff. I hate how their water, when you're over the ocean, is moving. That takes up a lot of power on your computer. The more you zoom in, the less stuttery it will be. So let's see what we got. Let's zoom in. Let's click on this. Okay, that one's yellow. So, okay, so right here, you can see this one here. It gives you the name, MAC address, encryptions, WEP. That's a very horrible encryption to use here. It's 2017, and it tells you the signal strength. So basically, what that is, that's over by gas station. So if someone was to sit there for about 20 minutes, they could crack this Wi-Fi. Now this is me taking a little drive all the way to South Carolina, so I'm not sure where I'm driving by. I was stopping somewhere. That's an open network right there. Sometimes when you see that's open network, or it just means that it doesn't know the encryption, but more than likely it's a open network on like a 5, I think it's a 5 gigahertz when it's that high. That's basically it. So basically it'll keep a track of all the stuff. You could just open it up and you could just check on all the Wi-Fi's in your area. You could use that to find someone's name. I'm going to show you guys another video in the upcoming future of how you can crack someone's Wi-Fi password in about 20 seconds or less. You could use this to help you find out where they live if they have the name of the Wi-Fi as their name. So subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more.